Hello, beautifuls. I am often asked, how do I develop or become intuitive or psychic? And the first thing I always say is that ability is not lacking. It is not lacking within anyone. That is how we were designed. That is how we are made. We are beautiful antennas that transmit and receive cosmic energy 24/7. This happens whether you believe it or not. It is a law of energy. And it happens whether you pick up on the information you're receiving or not. Because the ability has always been there, and that is who we are, our soul, our spirit, our being, doesn't need to be trained or helped in order to connect to this ability, because it's ever present. The issue comes in our conditioning. It is our conditioning that blocks our ability. Connecting to our intuitive and psychic awareness is more like a spiritual evolution, or part of our spiritual development and journey, as opposed to developing and honing a skill set, because that ability has always been there. And one of the first conditions that we need to change is to become mindful and present. And this is for several reasons. One is because the energetic information that we receive usually doesn't come over on a bullhorn or a loudspeaker. It comes as subtle whispers. And when we are busy and not in the present moment, it is so easy to miss something subtle and quiet. Also, when we lack present moment connection, we miss even big things, and we are so engrossed in the comings and goings that we can't, or we don't allow that information to penetrate in our being. I laugh because sometimes people are so engrossed in their daily activities. They could be standing on a street corner and a city bus go by with their picture on it and the answer they want from the cosmos or the universe. And they miss it because they are in their mind somewhere else, as opposed to being in that moment. Also, the information that we receive from the universe comes exactly when we need it, not before we need it and not after. And that is why it is so important. It is vital for us to learn to become present, aware, and mindful in each moment. Now, some of the ways we can do that is through meditation. There are so many kinds of meditation. So if you have a very active mind, you don't need to sit still in one spot and try to control your mind, as many people think meditation is. There are moving meditations, walking meditation, Tai Chi, Qi Kong. These are all ways to connect to that inner quiet and stillness, separate from a seated, still meditation. We can also connect to that still, quiet place within us by communing with nature. We've talked a little bit about that before. There's also finding your flow. So maybe you have a hobby or a passion that when you partake in it, let's say it's listening to music, that time just evaporates. That there is this open space when you partake in that particular activity. That is a place where you are connecting to that part of you that is still and open and able to receive the messages from the universe. So it's my invitation today to anyone who is wishing to connect to their intuitive awareness or psychic awareness to carve out 5 minutes a day, be that in the morning or in the evening, to find that stillness, that place just below the mind chatter. Because that is the place in which we are able to hear the messages coming in. I thank you so much for joining me for this perspective today. And as always, until we speak again, please be well.